Alright, there you go. You guys saw it right at the start of the stream there. The bitrate was shifting around all over the place. So they were already doing something, as you could see, right as I was starting the stream there. I mean, it literally just shouldn't be happening. So, we can't even start the stream and have a normal start to the stream. We gotta start with, there it is, the bitrate shifting around, because you guys know that I have to call it out every time I see it, regardless. I can't be biased toward it, I have to say it. That would defeat the purpose. But here we are, and I'm going to talk to you guys a bit about what's been going on and show you a few things. And as you can see, the bitrate is going to shift around. Again, the scammer is sitting here maliciously attacking the stream so that you don't hear what I'm saying. I mean, it's literally just that fucking simple. So, here is some evidence from the other day. We're going to talk about how this originally started, but I'm going to show you a little bit of evidence from the other day. Okay? And we're going to talk about how all this started. If you remember, all this started with the fact that I was reporting crap to YouTube that they weren't fucking fixing. And this shit would break every goddamn stream. Because this fucking streamer that's masquerading around as a streamer, as many, many streamers, and as a fucking scammer, was causing it. And I was reporting it, and it wasn't getting through because I was not getting any emails back whatsoever for the entire first year I was sending reports into YouTube. Non-stop. Shit breaking all over my channel. Not working. I advertise that my stream has certain technical qualifications, and then conveniently the scammer removes this to try to make, a liar out of the streamer. Just as you see continued on into these fucking ridiculous scams that are happening now. So, blatantly, when I advertise that, oh, this is in the stream, this is how the stream is, and then that gets removed, it's obvious to see this is a scam, and I was even telling YouTube of this. But for the entire first fucking year, that, we are on TrashTube, they are blatantly ignoring every report, no email whatsoever, until eventually, one day, I decide enough's enough. I'm gonna finally say something on stream. I didn't say jack diddly motherfucking squat for an entire fucking year. This goddamn shit went on. Nothing being done about it for an entire fucking year. So the first time I say something, I'm pretty pissed off at this point. This fucking asshole is breaking everything, and then finally this person backs off. This person becomes scared. And things just fix themselves for a while, and we forget all about it. Until some other streamers came along and made some mistakes and wanted to network with me. And trust me, they made some mistakes. Oh, they did. So it started slowly happening all over again, but differently. In different ways, various ways. Obvious scams to me, but to other people looks like normal shit. People just ignore it. Kind of like YouTube ignoring me for an entire fucking year. And then they only start just sort of acknowledging with automated responses after that, not actually responding. Yep, not doing really anything, just automated responses. And then, you know, like, literally just the most blatant, obvious scamming that you can see. So there it is. I'm going to go ahead and document that. I want you guys to go ahead to that channel and report that channel if you could. The whole reason I did this was so that way we could get, you know, again, I should be able to have a chat. But I can't have a chat because this scammer is sitting here doxing real personal private information every fucking chance they get. That is that scammer. That is that person. And this is what the other streamers did. The other streamers did this too. Doxing information, trying to find out more information. And I want to remind you, this scammer was masquerading around on Steam using their current Steam account. This person that's listed as being in the Russian Federation has two different other aliases of my father's full first, middle, and last name. Yep. Yep. Two different ones. They're just slight altercations between the two. So that's the factual information on the scammer. This person was that no sleep Wiblo that sat on here masquerading around on this channel as a helpy helperton for a while. You know, when all those other streamers were pressuring me to have mods and shit like that, and I kept warning you, no, this is stupid. You don't just give mods to people. It's a great way to get scammed. Yep. And then meanwhile, what happens? That exact thing. That very fucking thing. Now, we all know this person is literally stealing my content and simply just re-uploading it, saying he is me. That is all that is happening. And getting thousands more views. So, what is actually happening here is they're scamming all of my legitimate views over there, and these are the view bots. So thus flagging my account endlessly, and then breaking all kinds of shit. I am going to show you some evidence of what YouTube and this scammer have been doing while I've been trying to stream, you know, again, these after hours streams where, you know, again, you guys know I showed you before, if you stream some spam on YouTube, trust me, it gets views. Trust me. But the moment I did it way back, this scammer and YouTube started, because I was trying to brew a point that YouTube promotes spam and looped streams, shit like that. And so this scammer, knowing that they are doing all of this, quite a bit of it, starts attacking me. And starts removing all of the views, the viral views that I, quite frankly, am getting from these spam streams that I created all on my own. I didn't steal anything, I made it. It was my own spam. Yeah. It was a video of me. Yeah. And it was viral, like there's no question about that. They had, this scammer, like, tried really, really hard to make that not happen. And then, you know, just like some other stuff that's happened where, like, we've had a hell of a lot of views, there were times where they had obvious problems removing it. So hence, why the scammers started literally bullshitting an entire other fucking channel where they're siphoning the views over there. And it's entire scams here. Meanwhile, I'm the real channel. And YouTube knows this. So, I'm going to show you some real evidence of what they were doing very recently. This was the other night during the After Hours stream. I was documenting, as you can see here, I was documenting the fact that there's nobody in the stream. Nobody in the stream. They're saying there's nobody in the stream. And if you can see, the average view duration is just a dash. And at this point, let's see, I think we're 5 minutes in. Yeah, about 4 minutes in at this point, that I'm documenting in the After Hours stream that apparently there's absolutely nobody watching that. And we're going to get to this. So, if I show you right there, if I just sort of pause it and make it large, you can clearly see that there is nobody in that fucking stream, according to YouTube. Now again, we are 4 minutes into this stream, and you know, there's just nobody. Okay? So obviously you guys remember this one, and you know that's not the case. But let's just keep moving. Let's just keep it moving here. I'm gonna move it forward a little bit. So here we are, about 5 minutes in now. And still nothing. They're actually trying to claim that there's nobody watching that stream 5 minutes into it. So, you know, yeah, that's what I'm showing there. You know, zero viewers, as you can see, 5 minutes in, according to YouTube. According to YouTube. Now, let's see, hold on, let me go a little bit further and see when this, oh, there we go. There's our first viewer right there at 6 minutes, supposedly. 6 minutes is our first viewer. Oh, look! Oh, wait. Oh, look, it's not counting. Oh, wait. Oh, guys, look. Oh, wait, the view isn't counting. Oh, they didn't acknowledge the stream at all. Oh, wait, that was... Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. Somebody came in the stream and left. Zero acknowledgement of the stream. Almost 7 minutes in. Oh, there's a second viewer. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, wow, a second viewer slipped in really quick. Oh, there it is, and now, wait, there it is, there, I wanted to freeze it. Average view duration, 7 minutes. Hey guys, look at that. 0 views, supposedly. One viewer slipping in and out here, and then, you know, a second one creeping in here that they tried to hide. You know, but you know, again, reminding you that that's bullshit. Like, it's more than that. And 7-minute view duration, right there, with no views counted yet. 7 minutes. Average view duration, the same length of the stream at that point. 7 minutes, 5 seconds. We've talked about this. Average view duration following the exact length of the stream. So basically, everything's bullshit. So, continuing on. No viewers, apparently. Just nothing, apparently. 7 minutes. 7-minute average view duration. No viewers, guys. None. Yep. 7.5 minutes into the stream now, and into that stream. There it is, guys. That after hours stream. There it is. And I'm sure you see, in this one, I'm sure you see the bit rate shifting around in this stream too. Like it's like we're having, you know, obvious bullshittery here too. Oh, there it is. One view. Average view duration, 20 seconds. There it is. One view. Average view duration, 20 seconds. Now, the thing I want to point out is 8 minutes in, what you need to rationalize is I have seen countless times this is not happening until I get OBS out and I start fucking recording my goddamn screen. They're literally not going to do any of this. It'll go the whole stream. I showed you evidence that I had an after-hours stream like this, where it was scammed. I literally said nothing, I did nothing about it, and let it go, and they would take advantage, is the point. If you do nothing, they take advantage. And so my point is that it ends up looking like this. They're scamming it to make it look like you're just raging out about stuff and you're impatient and you don't, you deal with YouTube, you swear at them, and that's why, you know, if I say retards and stuff like that, they shift the bitrate around and whatnot. This is why. Because they're sitting there behind the scenes making some shit up about how they're haven't been harassing me this entire fucking time. Literally, YouTube has a collective effort to harass people. And the point is, the more I point out exactly how they do it, the psychological manipulations they use, they sit here and they do it worse. 4 likes goes down to 3. Did you just see that? 4 likes goes to 3. 4 to 3. To 2. Just now. Why are we trying to pretend like this isn't the fucking scammer? Are you stupid? I literally just explained to you that this is a scam to exactly try to get you to believe that this is out of, like, escalation from me and stuff like that, you know, because of how I'm acting or something like that. And then right as I do that, these likes come off the stream. No, a bunch of people aren't removing their fucking likes all at once. Remember how a while back this looked like, you know, like thousands of views and stuff like that? This idiot was an idiot. He started with thousands of views. Yeah, look, confetti. He started with thousands of views. He started fucking up because he's a fucking moron. And, like, the whole point was that he would, like, instantly like the stream up to, like, a few hundred something. And then, you know, like, it would say, like, you know, like 800-900 likes or something dumb like that. And then like he would do something malicious in the chat or something like that. And then after I have this response, you're supposed to recognize this. After I have this response, all these viewers leave, and all these people all at the same time remove their likes. Yeah. That's... Because that's how it works. No. 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 Not like instantly hundreds of people are removing all their likes all at once. No. No. Not thousands all at once, not hundreds all at once, just like all the views coming off after the fact. That's not the case. That bitrate shifting around is the other person using their stream software to record the stream. That's why it's happening. Because they're literally scamming my account. Are you fucking stupid? I've told YouTube this a million times, so don't try to claim like you don't know. You know. You already know. You're not this dumb. You're trying to pretend to be this fucking dumb. Any chance you get. Or you'll just take advantage of me. That's the fucking point. I'm showing you they will take advantage of you if they have the chance. Oh, yeah, we were stupid. They'll try to claim that too, if they can. What? Like, literally, you have every asset and ability to stop this person. Not only that, your company's worth fucking billions. And you're trying to pretend like this is something that you can't do anything about. So here's a second viewer. They're counting average view duration 17 seconds. And look, it's just we're just talking about this single viewer nonsense that we keep seeing. And then again, as I start escalating with like circling my mouse and stuff like that, more come in. And that's it. It's literally that. And again, just like all the retards behind the scenes out there that are gonna say something to the effect of, oh, well, if he always has the view counter up, that's always a browser in the background, so he's just dirt. Again, you'd have to be completely fucking retarded to think that I'm not gonna try all of that at various times. Like, you'd have to be, like, really stupid. Like, after all this time, like, you know what I mean? You'd have to be, really, seriously. And, like, this is the point. That's not a good enough excuse anymore. There's no, oh yeah, but he this, or he, no. I am being scammed. Period. So let's talk about why I know these go viral. You want to talk about that? Let's talk about that. And let's talk about how, if you remember recently, I told you how my YouTube homepage, all of my suggestions are exactly the same. Remember that? And then on stream, the scammer sat here and stopped doing it as I was showing it. Remember that? Yeah, that's just happening now, all the time. And yet, on stream, as I was showing you, the scammer literally stopped. Literally, I sat there refreshing the page over and over and over and over. And it was literally the video of the dude up on the bridge. It was literally like some shorts. So one of them was Emaru. There was another stream of like some rain shit. And literally like that's it, and then like one other stream, and like literally just I'm refreshing it over and just literally never changing. That's not supposed to happen ever. It should just refresh your suggestions, give you different ones. Why is it giving the same ones? And why is my bitrate so massively shifting around? Gee, I wonder. Because right as I say this, the scammer's going in there and fucking around to perhaps change that as I say that. Yep. Kind of like when YouTube does nothing after emailing them for years, and I have huge amounts of email threads showing that YouTube's not going to do anything. Kind of like that. And how that's a scam. YouTube is literally a fraud system. That's literally fraud. You have policies against stalking, doxing, online harassment, and you do nothing. This is fraud. So everybody involved, and even possibly people that answered emails, again, you're all going to be investigated. Very serious crime has happened. And this person is actively continuing to commit it while YouTube is allowing it. I have plenty of evidence at this point. Plenty. So, here's the thing that YouTube is getting wrong. Here's why their lawyers are stupid. And again, this is pretty obvious. So I really shouldn't have to fucking say this. But normally, like when we're talking about suing and stuff like that, you have a time limit window and stuff. The problem is that if we're talking about like active federal crimes being committed just every day and directed specifically targeting one person, and you can prove that, and not only that, there's also other evidence of them targeting other people and you seeing that too. Yeah, except then it's literally terrorism. That's literally what this is. And I've said this before. Like, literally, YouTube is committing acts of terror right here. Right on their own platform. So, again, regardless of those, normal things that would happen under those parameters, it's a little bit different when you're talking about somebody that is actually like committing real federal crimes at a federal level, and that's different. And especially going on every day and stuff. No, like there's obviously there's gonna be, you're gonna need to investigate and prove that. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah. I like how YouTube acts like investigating their crimes is a crime in itself. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that funny how that, like, doesn't it kind of feel like that? Almost like they're trying to act like investigating their crimes. Yeah, it's like, realize how many investigative journalists are right here on YouTube? Are you kidding me? So, I've already proven, especially in this stream, why this scammer was able to scam away from my channel and keep me from having a regular chat and stuff like that. This is why I can have a chat. But, there's actually some reasons for some other different things, and yeah, so it is just the same videos being scammed over again. And one of them I was documenting, YouTube was locking the view count for somebody else too, and then they conveniently stopped doing that after I was documenting it. So I again, like, this is what I'm talking about. Perry the Pig is another content creator where this is happening, and his content is getting locked. And I was documenting that the view count on his latest stream was getting locked until I started documenting it, and then they started throwing a few views at it. It was literally stuck at 119 from last night when he posted it till this morning, and then literally this morning, after I took those screenshots, 3 more views were thrown in there conveniently. And I literally just, because it's still locked there, I'm looking right at it. It says 122. So it's the same shit you see here, where they're just bullshitting. It's just complete nonsense. It's literally just complete nonsense. And I didn't even get a chance to watch the stream yet. It's just locked there for me. And notice how my bitrate in the bottom corner there is really weird? Well, that's because the streamer, the scammer, is sitting here literally recording my stream, and it's causing that. So again, YouTube's allowing this, and they should not. Just like YouTube should not give your fucking name and address to anybody that just fills out a takedown notice. That could be anybody, like a fucking scammer, you retards! You fucking retards! And then meanwhile, you're ignoring my reports just because they would say certain things and stuff like that? Get over yourselves! Get the fuck over yourself! How about you have real crime and I'm being harassed on your platform? Get the fuck over yourself! It's not directed at you. I'm not in front of you, stupid! I can't even see you, stupid! You're reading text on a screen, stupid! And then meanwhile, this whole time, I'm the one harassed, stalked. You sit there and make endless money off of my content. Just like this scammer is. And I want to remind you that India is full of scammers just like this. And there's more people in India than any other country in the world. And they're full of scammers like this that do impersonation scams just like this. I remember watching a video, they tried to make light of it. Do they really think this? There was apparently a fucking... Yeah, the bit rate's gonna shift around now because he's gonna fucking record whatever the fuck he can as I'm sitting here talking about this shit. This is a scammer, okay? And again, I was watching a video where Jensen Ackles was actually like talking about how he saw his picture being used without his knowledge on a barber shop window to advertise hair loss, like hair growth, hair loss, you know, and he called it a meme, almost like he didn't understand that regular people in India know. The point is that they're so fucking stupid and misled, they don't even know who fucking Jensen Ackles is to know that that's Jensen Ackles, and that's not a real fucking thing that they're... You know what I mean? They just photoshopped his hair off. It's Jensen Ackles. He has great hair. What, are you fucking kidding me? That's why they used it. It's a goddamn scam, just like everything else is in that fucking country. It's not a meme. It's not supposed to be funny. It's supposed to trick people. Because you got great hair, Jensen. That's it. That's all it's supposed to do. And this person is doing the same fucking kind of shit. You have to recognize that, like, there's so many damn scams that people, like, memes are just scams anymore. We need to stop this crap. Because that's what somebody's head is doing. Where they would actually call it a meme and no, it's a scam. Now, you know, he may have just been trying to be nice about it, but it's a scam. I'm gonna call it what it is. So, anyway, do stuff about that. Please. More need, you know, like, the more that do, like, you know, it's identity theft stuff. You know, like, what you gotta realize about that is that barbershop, you know, like, because that picture is used there, well, then that means that their government's just sort of kind of allowing that selection of that actor pictures to be used for whatever the heck, you know, they've just decided they're not going to do anything about it. You know, that is literally what happens on a lot of these scam call centers that get shut down in India, too. They shut down a call center, arrest everybody. You know, like, these guys stole who knows how much. You know, over the course, maybe millions. You know, over the course of their entire operation, and maybe even the main guy is worth millions by now. I'm sure he is. And what actually happens is in India, they'll I'm really literally, you can look this up. It's all over YouTube. Look it up. They will arrest them. It's all, they do everything, arrest all of them, and then, like, the next day, or, like, 2 days or a week, they just let them out. That's what they do. And you wonder why scams are happening. Just letting them out. Anyway, my entire feed right now is the same videos it always is. Actually, believe it or not, the Amaru video changed to a different Amaru video. That's interesting. But it's still, it's very interesting. Here's what I think is actually happening. I think the scammer is watching videos using a fake dummy account on his end of things, and then removing all evidence of it before I have a chance to see it on my end. I mean, I think that's kind of obvious. But that's what he's doing here, where this stuff's locked this way and showing up this way, where you know what I mean? Like, So I think that's interesting that that's happening, so often. And I'll just refresh it, and it's not anything else. It's just the same one over and over. Yet that one changed. Well, again, I think that's because he is watching that. And then, so therefore, it changes it to that. Because earlier, I think it was the one where she's just looking forward and her hair's blonde. This is the one where she's screaming as loud as she can. So, Everything else, though, hasn't changed. Like, it's the bridge video, it's the Perry the Pig video, that was the one. The rain thing, there's a Stephen Colbert short, there's a there's a Baby Metal short of Momo growling, there's a woman identifies as dog attacked by dog, and then there's a drummer lady. And literally it's just locked at that as like those things. What is this? And then, like, out of those things, I watched the one on the top left, the bridge video. Like, that's it. Now, I mean, like, obviously we know that I like those channels, but why is it that I get the exact same videos every single time I refresh? It shouldn't just be those videos. Just those videos. Yeah. Still. It's still the same ones. It's still the same ones. Like, the whole page should refresh. And so, like, that's the point. This scammer is trying to fix my entire account. He's literally just sitting here and deciding everything. And that's what it looks like when he doesn't. You know, it's the same thing. So that's the point. And let me get to... Okay, so if we look here, and if you guys look at this and you see what we have here, this view count has been locked at 736 since last night. You guys know that. You guys have been probably, like, looking at that. So that stream that we did last night, this one right here, that has been locked at 736 since it posted. Again, it's a blatant lie, too. I don't know. Again, like, the view count is 3 different things in 3 different places. And it doesn't even make any sense, because, again, if you watched that stream, according to the view counter, yeah, we clearly had more than that. But, again, as I've said, the scammer is taking my legitimate views, which is the bitrate shift and stuff like that, and then he is view botting me. So the actual views a lot of times that you see are view bot, which explains why when I come in the stream it's not really counting and stuff like that, and he sort of has to kind of make it look like it is, and then it ends up looking like 2 accounts by mistake or something like that. It is all made up, and it's all done with botting. So I just wanted to show you that again, like, we've been talking about this it's not the first one I've obviously talked about, but it ain't just Perry the Pig or you know, like other people. No, it's happening to me too, and it's not recent that it just started. I mean, again, I already said it's been going on years. So not cool. Not cool. And let me try to find the thing that I was talking about earlier. Oh, let me show you this first. I didn't do this. So, this didn't happen. The scammer did this. I'm not even really sure why. I think he was probably trying to get the thing to happen again that I fixed. But if you see this, remember how I showed you this was happening a lot right here? I didn't actually do that. So, again, like, that's another thing where that, after I finished my stream, that was just there. I didn't, like, do that by mistake. Because, like, I obviously know what does that. I didn't do that. So, like, literally, I got done streaming and I just saw that there, and I'm like, oh, okay. That's... So, yet another one that is just randomly there. So, I wanted to show you guys that, too, since I just came across that. But, yeah, that was a thing... That was a thing, too, that happened. You guys remember how I showed you... the other day, we talked about how the view count on this one was locked at like 1,000. Remember that? That one there, the console gaming there, right there. It was locked at like 1,000, and now it just says 44, and it's locked at that too. Like it's just staying there. Same for that. You see that the after hours still no excuses. So that was the one I just showed you where like there was some nonsense going on. See how it just says 100 and it says I watched the entire thing? Do you guys really think I watched the entire thing of that? Let me ask you something. Do you think I watched... Do you really think I sat here and watched all 10 hours and 55 minutes of that stream? Again, my stream, knowing what it is, do you really think I did that? Come on. Why does that say I watched it to completion? This is happening all the fucking time. All the fucking time. I will, like, almost never watch my entire stream to completion. I mean, and besides the fact, who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? Like, you watch it once, who the fuck cares? YouTube systems can understand that. Shouldn't matter. But I almost never do. Not to like, that's absurd. Like, you know what I mean? And the stream of all streams that doesn't even make any sense for me to do that. That one. And then it's locked at 100 views. Just exactly 100. Just exactly 100. And then also talking about this bullshit that you see here with the processing will begin within 24 hours, okay? So that, again, another bullshit thing that's not ever supposed to happen. They should just be processing my stream. Ridiculous. So the scammer is clearly doing something to cause a problem for the processing, which is why they're doing that. It's clearly the scammer. And there's my bitrate. There it is. To break it up right when I would say that. So again, it's clearly the scammer causing something, you know, with the processing to, you know, make it do that. So that way, they actually put it into this mode where they just always do it after. I guarantee you the scammer is creating an issue for them, for the processing. And again, it's just all this scammer. Where they have to do that because the scammer does something. And they don't know they don't know how to, you know, or something like that. And then conveniently, the person that does is the scammer. And then they just fuck around with it. So, let me get to something here. Let's see if I can get this in here. Alright, this is when... So, let's talk really quickly and show... I know I talked about this recently, but I wanted to show you guys when finally, when the scammer broke Brotato. I know I've talked about this before, but you may not have seen it. So this is when it happened, and then you can. You can, that's just Brotato update paws and claws, but it was right around here, and basically I was doing my my upgrades and stuff like that, and I think it was around here. I know it says I won that. I'm sorry, that's too late. I'm sorry, it was over here. Okay, here it was. My fault. I was doing my upgrades. This is the upgrade screen. I believe this is... yeah, this looks like it's it. And then when I hit go to start the wave, it's a go. Basically, it just quits the game instead. It's literally all that happens. And it was sort of the thing, it was the scam that OBS was doing, where I was explaining that I was clicking, the correct button to scale it. It's that. It's exposing this thing that I said that all Windows would have to do. It's a scaling issue. Windows has this endless scaling issue. So this scammer is just exposing the scaling issue. And that's what they did there, and I know that's what they did there, because all that happens is they're masking that as like so it scales, and they probably hoped it would just minimize it or something, but I don't know. But it literally is part of that, and it's literally just causing it to close instead. But I mean, it's possibly that. It could be any number of things, really, but there it is. And so there's seemingly no reason. I just tried to start the next wave, and it just closed the game. And here we go. I try to resume, and it keeps doing it. It just keeps doing it. Watch. Watch. Just keeps doing it. And I had to actually quit my run where the point is I would have had progress toward this, which would have probably got me trending on the stream, like legitimate trending. And he probably would have had trouble removing it for this stream or something. So, therefore, you just scam the thing to close. So, the point was that this has been a recurring pattern where, like, if I'm working on something, right, like in Hitman 3, where stuff would just completely break. I would put so much effort into something, and you guys know I'm pretty good at that. I'm not sitting here trying to pretend to be the best at it or anything, but I'm pretty good at it. And like I would sit there and put a lot of effort into it and actually like put a lot of time into those runs, and then just everything would break all at once. Sort of like exactly like all this shit. So it's blatantly the same fucking scam. And again, it's just YouTube at the end of the day. Like literally YouTube, as I started with. All this started with is me trying to report stuff to YouTube and them not doing a single goddamn thing about it. So, what you have to rationalize is YouTube has people on payroll that they actually use to milk this sort of kind of thing out of people. And there could be any number of reasons why they may do it for various people. So, like, pretending like it's this or that at any given time could be inaccurate. So, it could be any number of things. But, you know, the point is that it creates an endless loophole scam for them to take advantage of this system. I mean, they literally give the scammer the person's name and address if without even verifying that they are or aren't legitimately filing this thing. Instead, like, I just it's so strange that there's like these incredible double standards for certain people on YouTube. It's not how things work. So, let me get to something else here. Oh, I'm looking for something quick. Yeah. A while back we did a stream talking about, if you guys remember the stream, we talked about like what conservatism, like conservatives actually like are, and it was getting so many views, and yeah, wait a minute. What did I actually? It's an intelligent conversation, so you can look it up for yourself. But it was on, you know, the basically the conversation about what a conservative actually is, and basically just explaining that you know. Oh yeah, it says an intelligent conversation, conservative values, and so 2025, and then so like the point is, I was talking about how, you know, the Republicans sort of aren't really conservative anymore, and Democrats are the ones that are actually the ones that are conservative, and I was explaining it. I was using facts and details and information, you know, like talking about events and stuff like that. And they're just removing all these views. They're literally just sitting here removing views live. They are. They're literally just sitting here removing views live. as I was doing it, and I was documenting that. So that was one of the streams that happened on too. And I showed you the screenshots for that before, but you know, that was one of them. Let's see. Oh, right. So let me also mention that a lot of this happened, a lot of the scams started happening again, all over again, way worse, like the views and stuff, specifically around when I started playing Elden Ring. And so, look, there are a lot of times where it's very obvious that the scammer, like, you know what I mean, like, it either is Asmongold or the scammer wants me to think it's Asmongold, like his channel, like his network of people and stuff like that. And so I'm just saying, you know, like, that's part of the scam, is to confuse people and get others to think, you know, that this person's attacking you and stuff like that. So just throwing that out there, that's definitely part of it, and the scammer will use that. Hold on a sec. I'm looking at something. I love how there's convenient streams where I would show evidence of certain things, of the dumb trash that YouTube is doing, and then certain streams like that would then just not have a video clip when you hover over it. You know, every other stream has a video clip of the stream when you hover over it, but just conveniently certain ones when you hover over them, and then you go onto that stream and like the entire stream is another stream of me swiping through the swipe feed showing you all the fucking spam channels they promote instead of legitimate content. It's literally just that shit. So they don't want that in the, you know what I mean? Like, then why don't you fucking get rid of it? Let's see. Where is it? Here's where I was showing that my like button would lock at 0. See it? It says 0. I'm probably talking.
So as you guys know,
so there I am actually clicking it, showing you that it's just scamming it at 0. Look at that. Just scammed at 0. It's just stuck there. And this is what happens when you try to watch my streams. It just endlessly fucking does that. So that's the scammer, obviously. You see the bitrate, they're doing that to my device. So I'm just going to go ahead and document it if they do it. It's ridiculous. I mean, you can clearly go and watch that stream yourself. But right there it is. Right there it is. So... Oh, there we are again with the bitrate. What are we doing with the bitrate again? Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and document that. Ridiculous. So, again, you know, it's just an endless, ridiculous scam of, my views, not being mine. Like, they're literally, he's literally just sitting here view-botting. Here we go. Here's a perfect example. If you go back, like, 7 months ago, I did an hour stream, and there was clearly more people in there than that. I was basically showing what a joke YouTube was. And I did an entire hour and 11 minutes, and it locked at 9 views. Supposedly it has 9 views. Yep. 9 views. So the point is, YouTube is sitting here having a dislike button and harassing people, harassing me, all while doing the very thing to me that they claim to support. So here I actually talk about YouTube, how it's a fucking joke, and then 9 views is what I get. And that's the point. That's what I always see. I always see that. Evidence of view manipulation. That's an hour and 13 minutes, and that has 6 fucking views. Look at that. Evidence of view manipulation. 6 fucking views. Look at that. Nine views. Trash. 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 And then, you know, we don't get that. We do chores and that gets 320 fucking views. Because that makes sense. Ah, that's fucking spam bullshit. And then, like, you actually are gonna try to pretend that this isn't YouTube. I mean, literally, it's 6 views and 9 views. And both of them evidence of view manipulation, and YouTube is a joke. So, it's pretty obvious to fucking see when TrashTube is literally just doing this on purpose. And you know, wants this to happen. Because I'm talking bad about them. And that's how it started. My point is, that's how it started. It started with that. It started with them never responding and being scammy. Or they didn't even have an automated response or anything for the first year. And they're the ones breaking my shit. And then not answering and not fixing it and anything. And then finally, a frustrated stream. And I'm scammed even worse. And I'm stalked, harassed ever since. And all because I dared to start talking about YouTube's shit that doesn't work. That a scammer is breaking. The scammer that is taking this very content just to re-upload it on a fake scam channel. Yep. And that's why my bitrate is incredibly malicious right now. There's no reason for that. So again, I'm just going to document that here. And I'll be calling my lawyer here in a minute. Because it's already gotten out of hand today. So I'll be sending this documentation on over to him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's messing around with my internet. Oh yeah. My upload is nothing. He's sitting here stealing my internet, so. Oh yeah, I have the documentation now. Oh yeah. So that's all that's happening with the bitrate. It's literally just fucking maliciously stealing views, and it's causing my upload to do that because he's using my internet to do it. So again, I'm just documenting it. My ISP should be smarter than that, but apparently they're not. So I'm just documenting every last second that this continues to go on. I'm still searching for something in particular here. I'm gonna get something here really quick. Alright, I found it. Oh, gee, it would be really nice if TrashTube would load the chat so that I can close it. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't it be nice if fucking garbage piece of shit TrashTube would hurry up and load the live chat on my stream just so I can close it? Or wait, maybe that's why fucking garbage piece of trash YouTube this is happening, because again, it's just yet another thing that loads when I fucking start the thing, and it shouldn't. It should remember that I closed it on the last stream, that I don't want it to fucking open on the goddamn fucking stream. Why the fuck would I want the goddamn live chat to open just because I opened a stream? It's not even live. It's an old stream. Why the fuck would it just open and then endlessly time out? Gee, I wonder if that's data. Duh! What are you, fucking stupid? How many times have I said the live chat doesn't work? Where the fuck is my live chat? Yada, yada, yada. So now this scammer scams it to just always be on. The amount of times that I fucking finish my stream and that live chat is not fucking selected, it's like every other fucking stream. It's literally every other fucking stream. You just have it turned off. And then later on, it's just turned on. The box is physically unchecked, and then later it's physically checked. I am visually confirming this. It's just every other stream. Gee, I wonder what the fucking scammer's doing. Duh! So, here is your proof, and it says a year ago. Here's your proof. I also didn't, I don't think I turned comments off for this because I don't normally do that sort of thing. So again, this is yet another thing where it says comments are turned off, and I didn't do that. So again, scammer. Yeah, the scammer did that. And this is the stream where they halted the view progress and started scamming my channel to lie about the views even more, because I was getting so many for, again, the whole point was I was showing that YouTube, like the YouTube feed was full of this stupid spam shit. So I made one like some of the ones that I was seeing in the fucking feed that was just looped bullshit. And they didn't want to own up to the fact that everybody thought that shit was fucking hilarious and they were watching it because it's exactly what the feed was full of. So, this was the stream, and some of those views stuck. Some of them stuck and some of them didn't. Right down here, it says 3.2 thousand, but it also says comments turned off, as you can see. So, 3.2 thousand comments turned off. And I cannot express enough how, you know, literally YouTube will do whatever the fuck I say. Whatever I say, they will do the opposite, okay? So if you remember how I said about Perry the Pig's stream from last night, it already just gained another view and is conveniently the only suggestion. It's literally right here again. And so I'm just pointing out the fact that it's the same suggestion for, like, you know, the millionth time, and now it's the opposite of what I said earlier. How many times is this going to happen now? So, this is this stream, and you know, it's literally just this. And later, like, so many people were watching this, tuning in, like, literally just sitting there watching it. And that was the point, was that I was proving that people are watching dumb fucking shit. Like this, the dumb... And they'll watch it over and over and over and over, and it's like the dumbest shit. And it's real people, too. It's not like the bots. Like, the real people are watching the dumbest fucking shit over and over. And I was proving it. And they were removing... So they could only get that many removed. But you know, like, that's the point. And I did another one after that. And they had removed... They had started getting better the removal process. And that one only got, like, you know, a little over 1,000... views that they kept at the end. But my point is that it clearly had a lot more than that, and there's lying. And this thing, you know, was an 8-hour stream. It really was. It was getting a lot. It really was. So, yeah, I was sort of kind of proving that you know, again, now again, it says Vines in 2025, so obviously we know what I was saying with that. So, yep, that's that's that. So, oh, there it is. They removed the views. See? I told you they would. Didn't I tell you? Here. They always do this. They always remove the views. Eventually. So, see how it's down to 43 now? So this was locked at what like 736 or something like that, It was locked there, it just didn't move at all, so that way you have no idea what the trending is, how many views it actually has. They just threw a shitload at it, and I just removed a bunch, just a whole shitload. And now they're just gonna now it's just new views. But again, they're probably gonna remove those too. So the scammer sits here and removes legitimate views, siphoning them off the channel all the time. I see it all the time. That's what happened with this. That's why because my uploads get a lot. So they're siphoning views off my uploads. That's why they don't get a lot. I beat Elden Ring, and that has 30 views, yet my Shaman Village has 9 more views than when I beat Elden Ring for the first time. Doesn't even make any sense. That literally doesn't even make any sense. That literally doesn't even make any sense. So I think it's kind of obvious, you know, with you know, everything that I've been saying here, you know, I'm trying to make it as plain as day for you to understand as possible of where we're at and what YouTube is actually doing. They will sit here and actually take advantage of any situation that they possibly can to, you know, remove and lie about fucking shit. And they clearly have a process for doing it, as you can see. So the question is, how big does this go? Like how many people? You know, because it's all about keeping you in the dark and keeping your views at what the general public thinks you should get. So a bunch of retards are talking about my views and stuff like that. That's all the scammer has to do. You know, again, I have seen people with 1,000 subscribers get tens of thousands of people watching them. You know, your viewers have nothing to necessarily do with your subscriber count. And again, furthermore, we've had tons of reports of people telling me that YouTube is literally just removing their subscription, removing their likes. They try to watch the stream, they can't. I've seen this, and this was what, you know, again, I would just go on stream and tell you guys, what are you doing, YouTube? Because the whole point is, YouTube already has a collective running effort where they're completely ignoring anything I say and not fixing any of it. So, why would I bother reporting anything when they're clearly scamming me? Why would I do that? When reporting it clearly gives the scammer everything they need. When YouTube builds it into their copyright takedowns that, you know, they're not going to verify somebody is legitimate or anything before allowing them to just submit this. They're just going to say, hey, both parties, you make sure you know, you got to give your name and address and shit like that. Well, he's a scammer. I'm not. There's a difference. The scammer don't give flying fucks if you get his name and address. That ain't real. Dumbasses. But meanwhile, this motherfucker is sitting here doxing real information all the time. And you're giving it to him. Dumbasses. So yeah, when you regularly sit here and create scams for the streamers, no, I don't fucking trust you. And I never did. Because this is what you always did. You literally didn't answer for the entire first year, thus creating the scam. I mean, it was literally created by you. You did it on purpose. It was premeditated. That's the point. This is a crime. We're not talking about the regular normal thing here. We're talking about YouTube getting away with crime. And premeditatively. You know, just literally way back, they were just decided, yeah, we're going to collectively all scam content creators. Any one of us. So, just remember that these are Google employees we're talking about. You know, when I get an email, it says Google on it. It doesn't say YouTube. And I have tons of emails of people just, you know, acknowledging these policies exist. Acknowledging the dangers, doing nothing. You know, lawyers that acknowledge the dangers and do nothing too, that work for YouTube, they're the real criminals because they know. Yeah. They're the real criminals, they know. So, you know, it's the sort of thing where, again, there could be any, so many different people that are affected by this exact scam at any given time on this platform, and this is much deeper than just YouTube. The person's legitimately spying on me in my real life, where it's the sort of thing where, you know, if I stop YouTube, they exist on YouTube pretending to be me. So if I stop, they take over everything that is literally my content, my image, me, and masquerade as me all across the platform. That's what YouTube has allowed, because it is what it is at this point. The scammer has what they have, and they are posting it. And YouTube allowed this. They allowed it. They are continuing to allow it every second. They don't take down a channel that's blatantly just all my fucking content. And every single fucking time, the motherfucker posts just a video that he stole from me. I mean, this piece of shit is doing all of this. So why the fuck aren't you literally just taking all of it down immediately? Why wouldn't you? Except if you want him to do it. He is committing online harassment and stalking. He has doxed real information countless times. You don't need years and years of me yelling at my screen to defamate my channel. You don't need that. Assholes. You don't need that, douchebags. You stop it. YouTube literally joins in with scamming. That is the point. The point is, why on earth would anybody even have this supposed setting that controls the load of my channel? Why would you have that? What, that doesn't... I understand, like, at any given time, you know, you might have it at, like a certain cap, but, like, for me... No. You're sitting here and trying to pretend like that's the excuse. It's not the excuse. He's literally sitting here fucking with the upload rate of my damn internet. It's not real. Somebody told you that. Yeah, I know. There's a load setting. Okay. So... you know, as a channel gains more and goes viral, you allow for that. It should be automated, so why isn't it happening? How would anybody go viral then? It still happens. What? It's not... that is designed to make anybody that would be smarter, you know, think along those terms where they're trying to use that knowledge that you have to confuse you and get you to go along with it. It's just a narrative that, you know, like, they'll tell you that, but then keep you very, very, very happy until, you know, they you know, Trump gives them enough control, then they don't give a shit anymore. Then they just won't give a shit anymore. Then they'll go after anybody. Yeah, I mean, like, the scammer has broken so many things of mine. Like actual things are, like, broken. You know, because of all these different various things that are happening. And, like I already pointed out, you know, on software levels, you know, that things are just being rolled back, you know, like updates and stuff like that. But we're talking about to a malicious degree where it would you know, like, again, at times where this person showed that they're trying to break things and attack. And, you know, again, these are acts of terror. There's no question. And then, you know, again, right as I say this, we have the bitrate shifting around. So, you know, again, I'm just going to sit here and document that yet again. That's all I'm going to do. Yeah, my live feed is still the same suggestions. Exactly the same. None of them are changing. Like, I've even as I scroll, I've literally seen this same stream from Some Ordinary Gamers like 5,000 times. Literally, the stream that he did, Google has decided to go full evil, keeps showing up. Like I can literally refresh this as much as I want. That stream is there. It's just there. The video that the Report of the Week does, I don't even watch that channel. And the Report of the Week shows up too. Like, this is here too. I can understand why some of my repetitive music suggestions might show up, but, like, again, just seeing the exact same streams that I've never watched, and it keeps, like, telling me, please watch this, watch this, now, watch this, and I haven't watched it. You know, like the Perry the Pig stream that I mentioned, it's front and center, top left. Yeah, there's this other streamer that I don't watch. I have no idea who she is, and her videos keep showing up. And it's very obviously this guy, because this guy likes Sonic, and so does she. So, like, it's very clearly this guy, like, watching her videos. He's, like, obsessed with this lady. And, like, she's, like... You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, it's not... It's whatever. It's just a content, but... Literally, like, she just likes Sonic and mentions Sonic a lot and stuff like that. And it's very clear that this guy is, like, weird for that and weird for weird things like that. He's probably a fucking weird-ass furry or something. And so, this fucking weird-ass dude is literally just, like, watching shit and putting it on my history. Probably. Like, and then removing it. Because remember, I showed you the one day where I was, like, scrolling through and showing you the bullshit on the live feed. And then remember, after, like, how long of going through that stuff, I was like, wow, every last one of these videos has been removed from my history. Like, I didn't watch it. And that would have taken me a while. I would have had to go through and, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was literally, obviously, just sitting there swiping and showing you guys the stupid shit where every stream was a still image of a fucking bunch of numbers. Or find the difference. Three difference. Can't even pluralize it. Three difference. So, the point is, you know, that's evidence that he absolutely can do that and did do that then. And so the point is that that's why all of these things are showing up. He's watching it and getting it to trend or something like that. Or watching, like, a bunch of stuff on their channel and getting it to trend, and then it just shows up in there. And then he removes all evidence of it. Ridiculous. Yeah, it's like it's exactly just the same ones that I keep seeing. There's anything new. It's exactly the same ones I keep seeing. It's the same suggestions. Still the same. It's really annoying too, cause like I will specifically sometimes say don't recommend this channel, and then the scammer will actually do it more because I did that. So again, I will actually say don't recommend this channel on YouTube, and after I say don't recommend this channel and I click don't recommend this channel, the scammer will actually use that and start recommending it more for me. Yep. So I'm just documenting this, since he's going to go ahead and sit here and fuck around with my internet. So I'm going to document that he's doing this here. So yeah, that's what they do, and obviously it's to get you to not hear certain things as you're watching, so that it pushes you into a not live version of the stream. And we all know that that's been happening. Yep, there we go. The upload rate is nothing, so I'm just going to go ahead and document that. Send that over to my lawyer. I'm going to have to give him a call here in a minute anyway. Yep. So if you remember, I told you guys the always on connections and stuff like that. This is actually the problem. YouTube tried to convince everybody this is what you want. It's actually the opposite. You do not want an always on internet connection and stuff like that. The more your devices are always connected, the more they're always connected. Google is scamming everybody to think this, that the more your devices are connected, well, now we know. Well, yeah, except this scammer is using Google. They are in Google. And again, none of my Google account does not indicate that any other devices are connected to it whatsoever. I can go in there and look at every device, and it's mine. It's mine, it's connected, I can account for it. Yep. Every single one that's in there. Yep. And then conveniently they shift the bit rate around. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. You guys know why the bit rate shifts around. You guys know why, you know, the scammer is stealing views as I say this. They're literally stealing views as I say this. And it's actually further proof of what they're doing, because they're getting off on the fact that they're hacking somebody and manipulating this entire thing. So since they're getting off on this is actually why all of this is happening. Yep. Because they're proving to YouTube they're doing work. And YouTube is acknowledging it. So they're letting them steal and impersonate me, pretending to be me. And there are policies against this. You can't just claim to be somebody else. And they are doing that. And then meanwhile, YouTube is allowing this scammer to sit here and do this under those pretenses. It's all behind the scenes. But they are. And the whole point is, it's illegal to hack. You can't do it. You can't sit here and just hack people and scam and steal views. Can't do it. So, the whole point is, YouTube, that sort of proves it. YouTube, like, is obviously guilty of enabling a scammer at that point. They're just stealing the views. Because the whole point is I'm talking about a thing this other person's doing. So YouTube is enabling that through that loophole. I mean, it's a fraudulent loophole, but that's the excuse. It's just like anything else they're enabling. It's completely fraudulent. Because it's based on stealing my information. Just like selling your data is not legal either, but they do it. It's not legal. Can't do it. If you're caught doing it, it's incredibly illegal. Yet they do it. Every day. And make shitloads of money doing it. Which is what they're doing. Every day. It's incredibly illegal. In shitloads of countries, too. Not just this one. It's incredibly illegal. But, you know. YouTube. That's why. Like, everybody's just sitting here, like, not challenging it because it's YouTube. Why? Why? YouTube has a history, a long history of not communicating with anybody. They just literally, you can look it up. There's shitload, you can find plenty of information. They have a long history of completely ignoring people and not helping them. And like I already pointed out, when I try to use the chat function that they put in the thing, you know, the live chat for creators to use, doesn't work. Literally doesn't work. Isn't it fascinating how my bitrate gets so malicious right when I say this? The stream has 25 views counted on it so far. 25 out of every view you've seen. Out of all these views, 25. 25. That's how many. 25. 25 total views on this stream. So again, the streamer is just removing views live, as I've shown you that they do before. So, that is what continued to happen in this other stream that I was showing you. That is what continued to happen in this other stream that I was showing you. I have plenty of evidence of them literally removing views live, lying about it, making shit up. Oh yeah, tons of it. Tons of it. Tons of it. I got plenty of evidence, and so does my lawyer. This is what they were doing on the stream last night. If you guys were watching the stream last night, I have recorded evidence from last night. So basically last night, on the stream last night, they sat there and removed views live the entire stream. The whole stream, just live removing views. And I have evidence of it. I was recording it. So that's going over to my lawyer. You guys aren't going to see that here. That's going to my lawyer. Nobody else gets to see that. I was recording that last night, and that's what happened on that stream last night, where the streamer, the scammer that's stealing my content was literally just sitting there the whole fucking stream and just removing view after view after view that's legitimate, that you guys are legitimately giving me, and putting it on his fake channel over there where he's stealing all of my content. So the point is, you're seeing what views I'm supposed to get over there. Yep. That's what I'm supposed to be getting. I did a cover of Remember by Disturbed, if you remember. And this halted, right? This halted at like 200 some views or something like that. This fucking douchebag literally just takes it and re-uploads it and then gets 2,000 views. Well, he didn't get that. He stole those and siphoned them from my channel onto his. And it's not his channel, it's literally mine. He literally is stealing my content and re-uploading it to that channel. My icon, my banner. And the description is my description. Literally just copying, pasting my description. My channel description. He literally just copied and pasted my channel description. That's literally all he did. He's like, this is my Patreon. He has my Patreon on there. So again, as I would start to set that up, he actually has it linked on there. He's actually stealing my Patreon link. He actually has it on there and everything. Like, literally, YouTube is this fucking dumb that they're not doing anything about this. So again, all that's going to happen is I'm going to start earning money, and it's going to go to him instead. And then I'm going to sue big time. That's all that's going to happen. Because that's what he's trying to do. He's literally stealing all of my views and trying to get it to that point. So, that's all that's going to happen. I'm going to set that up. It's going to start. The process is going to start. And he's going to start stealing it. And then we're going to have our evidence right here in front of you. And everybody's going to see it. Oops. Didn't think of that, did you? What, would you just think I was just going to sit here forever and not set that up? No, I know what you were doing. So, we're going to go ahead and we got to set that up, obviously. But, again, we clearly have monetization and stuff like that. You know, as you can see, in the chat, we have our super chat right there. It's there. So that's all that's going to happen. And yeah, you can see that. I mean, that's all this person does is just re-upload my shorts. Yeah, he took the cover I did of The Reason by Hoobastank, and that was another one that, like, the view count completely fucking halted too, and then re-uploads it to a different channel, pretending to be me. Yeah, a bunch of my martial arts content too. He's re-uploading my martial arts content too. Just like a lot of my shorts that get views. That's why my shorts started halting. Because he started stealing all the views for the purposes of eventually doing this, where he's re-uploading and getting my views instead of legitimate ones. They're mine. That's what I should have. That's why the short and all the other streams and stuff completely halt. Because all he's doing is sitting there and just putting a bunch of fake views on it while taking it down to 0 so that you don't see it at 0. And then all the views that he took just go to this other fake impersonation channel. And that's the point. I already showed you an example of it happening like across the platform at least one day. I showed you the time that even Moist on his Penguin Zero channel, it said no views right after he had just finished a live stream. A live stream! And this was conveniently right after he got hacked. Conveniently! Remember when he got hacked? Remember that? So, interesting, isn't it? Makes you think YouTube is possibly behind the hack. And using this bad actor as a scapegoat who can just endlessly elude. So that's what you've been seeing with my shorts, where my shorts will like, you know, it's sort of like, why doesn't it have more views than that? Why would it gain some views and just completely halt in the view count? Why would it gain more after that? It doesn't make any sense. Sort of like I pointed out with the Perry the Pig stream, until conveniently I pointed it out, and then, oh, now we're going to throw views at it and try to pretend like that wasn't happening. Dirkity-dur. Now you know it was happening. And, so, you know, like, that's the point, you know, like, just because it's live versus not, you know, that doesn't somehow change your trending that you're going to... It's ridiculous. So, yeah, like one of these, 200, again, the Disturbed cover, 285 views for the one partial cover I did, the one section, and he just re-uploads it and gets 2,000 views on this channel, this fake channel with a few subscribers. So, literally, he's just stealing my fucking views. So, that's what's happening there. And, you know, you really saw that on that stream from last night, halting at 7:36, and then, you know, eventually just removing all of that. I showed you that at the beginning of this stream. It said 7:36 beginning of this stream. And then now it's just 43. How many times have we seen that number? That is a consistent number where he just types 43. That's literally all he types. Just sometimes 43, sometimes 100. How many times have we seen that? It's pretty common for him to type that. He's just keying in a number. That's it. Literally is one of these people that just has some bots and he's keying in a number. Again, more proof that chill streams get like nothing and scam streams get more. Again, you know, last night the whole point was that, you know, that we had legitimate views coming in, and so the scammers started using the view bots to mask it and stuff like that. That's the point. He knows he's doing that, and he knows that people are going to see it as that. So it masks the legitimate views, so he can sit here and just fucking steal as many legitimate views as he wants, and you know, again, that's the point. YouTube doesn't know. Their system wouldn't know. Because he's scamming it. Except they're letting him do it. Because they are aware. They're plenty aware of this. So anyway, you know, the point is that just locks at 736, just halts there, and then all of it comes off down to like 43. And, you know, blatantly not the only time we've seen this. Plenty, shitloads of times we've seen this. Just send a document here. Notice how when I mentioned the thought of documenting the bitrate suddenly. Notice that? If what you're doing is correct, then why wouldn't you want me to document it? Okay, well, there we go. There's again. Told you. As soon as there's any mention of documenting what the faggot's doing, as soon as there's any mention of documenting what this faggot is doing, stops doing. Just like the people swerving around me on the road, I'm doing what they shouldn't be doing. Suddenly, when they know they're being recorded, they back the hell off, don't they? Yeah, almost as if authorities and YouTube need to fucking do something. Childish behavior. It is so childish. And I've seen that a million times. The moment the person sees they're being recorded, like it's so obvious. Like they literally will like back like way the fuck off, and then start driving really slow all of a sudden. It's like so weird. It's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's sitting here fucking with my internet. So I'm just documenting that there. I'm gonna put in a report. That's my internet being down, so That is the same as my internet being down. My ISP is allowing it to happen. YouTube's allowing it to happen. I put in reports. That's that simple. Do you remember when I was doing that and YouTube disabled it? Do you remember that? It blatantly, very obviously disabled my ability to do it the one time. Remember that? Yeah, that's the same as being down. If you're allowing a bad actor to take it down, it doesn't matter, it's still down. It's that simple. I mean, like, he's literally stealing it, so it's the same thing. There it is. My upload rate should be 40. It should not be fucking 20. 40 is my upload rate. 40. 40, 40, 40. 40 MIPS. 40 is my upload rate. Well over enough. 40. 40. 40. 40. That's my upload rate. That's plenty well enough. Not 20 and then, just sort of start doing this as I do the speed test. No. 40. Period. Not even 36. Trickling down. 40. Sometimes, again, when this faggot's not doing anything, boy, that thing, like, shoots the fuck up and, like, tries to go, wait, fucking pissed. It's capped. They don't even need to try to give me 40. They could give me fucking 200 if they wanted to. And you're sitting here stealing it. Every last ounce. Because you don't have any internet, you Russian. Sitting here lying. You don't have internet, you waste of space, piece of shit. Working for the Russian military. You fucking asshole, piece of garbage. And YouTube is helping you, you fucking piece of trash. Yep, that's right, YouTube is working for and with the Russian government. Surprise. That's right, surprise. It's not the CIA, it's the KGB. And they're not called the KGB anymore. They're called the company in Russian. Give me a break. You're all fucking stupid. Every last goddamn one of you. And this Russian is sitting on here fucking around. Do you know how many times you tried to tell me, I'm an Indian. I'm an Indian. Dude. I'm an Indian scammer. Dude. He actually said that. He was trying to convince me of that. Ugh. What a piece of garbage. What a fucking piece of garbage. This waste of space is. Yep, that's right. Scammers are a waste of space. You fucking scamming piece of shit. And you know full well, you're preventing real growth. You fucking Russian piece of shit. And you know full well you're doing more than just this channel thing. You know that you're doing a lot more than that, you fucking piece of shit. Unbelievable how fucking stupid everybody is. I already said a bajillion times that again, this has nothing to do with VPN laws and everything to do with Trump allowing Russia to do whatever the fuck they want. And it has everything to do with everything I've been telling you. All along the way, I'm using a VPN to sit here and stream, and people are telling me to do that. Use a VPN, it'll help. And then seemingly, they sit here and act like you're not supposed to and try to disable it and fuck with it. Well, conveniently now, after all that, oh yeah, now we're gonna outlaw them for some reason. Why? So that citizens can't hide their data? Yes. That VPN protects the US citizens from bad actors in other countries. So your president wants bad actors in other countries to attack you. That's it. That's what it does. It doesn't do anything except that. The FBI knows you're using a VPN. The NSA knows you're using a VPN. They fucking know. They can track it. They have all that information. They have your data. Stop trying to be convinced of this bullshit. You're not hiding from an FBI agent with a VPN. This has nothing to do with legality in the United States and age verification, and everything to do with the fact that Donald Trump wants to allow Russians to do whatever the fuck they want with your fucking data. VPNs don't do a goddamn thing. Go watch Scammer Payback. Do you want to know how many times bad actors use a VPN too and it don't fucking work even with them? Go watch. Anytime he's sitting there saying IP change. IP change. IP change. Go ahead. Just go ahead and count. It don't matter. So why are you trying to pretend like it does? Obviously, I'm masking data from bad actors, you goddamn retards. Donald Trump is so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ, this guy is dumb as shit. I mean, just literally the dumbest. Quite frankly, the worst. I mean, literally all that stuff about the worst deal and all that shit. You know why he said that stuff? Because he knew what he was gonna do. That was him. It's gonna be great. What's so great about it? When it doesn't exist, the thing, the it that you're talking about. What is the it? There's never been an it. Oh, maybe he was talking about the Iran war. Maybe, I don't know. Who the fuck knows? There's never anything good that came out of Donald Trump's presidency Both fucking times. Ever. Nothing! Bad things have come from his presidency both fucking times. All bad. Nothing but bad. Garbage. The man is a piece of fucking trash. He is literally shit. He's dying in office. He's like this after... His face looks like he had 12 different fucking strokes last week. Oh, but it's okay for him to do the sleepy Joe Biden. That's okay. Y'all sat here and berated Biden when he lost his footing and simply fell over. And shit like that. You'd never let him forget, you'd never let him let it down. But with Trump, the guy is actually basically dying, and you're pretending like, oh no, that's too far. What are you, fucking 5? What are you, stupid? This guy's dying. He can't even fucking sleep. Yeah, like this guy's claiming that he doesn't want to sleep, and so he can't. You think Donald Trump? No, he can't. He is worried about Iran. He thinks they're out to get him, yada yada yada. Russia is manipulating the fuck out of Donald Trump to be terrified of every goddamn thing. He's afraid of me, for Christ's sake. What the fuck am I gonna do? I mean, this guy is he's pathetic. That's the point. That's why there was a staged assassination where he goes like this. That's why. He's fucking pathetic. That's why. Oh yeah, bitrate. Bitrate. Controlling, bitrate. Controlling, bitrate. Bitrate. Removal of likes. Let's remove all the likes from the stream. Yes, because people totally don't watch the stream that dislike Trump. Totally. Because that would make any sense. Yeah. Because there's totally people that wouldn't watch this stream that cannot fucking stand Donald Trump that agree with everything I'm saying. Totally. That makes a lot... It totally makes... Yeah. I believe you. Yeah. I totally believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Believable. So, as you know, I unsubscribed to a certain channel because they're trying to do certain things with the data, and they were. And they still are. And there's certain channels that I do this from time to time with. Unfortunately, I don't want to. But this person, as I've already explained, is doing what they're doing, where all of my views are being basically just siphoned, okay? And, you know, they're able to show me very specific videos and ones that don't exist either. So, I just don't want to cause anybody any problems, or to anybody to have any problems or anything like that because of you know, what's going on. So I just you know, certain ones, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. Just, it's a complicated situation with that. This weirdo has been like following me around for so long, trying to like get certain things to seem a certain way, and you know, like attacking right then, and so like this convinces other people of things a certain way and stuff like that. They exacerbate things. These are exactly the scams they specialize in. This is what they're doing. They are getting people against each other. And they're just picking these misunderstood, you know, things and stuff like that, and getting people to misunderstand them even more. And whatever this person can do to do that, they're gonna do. It doesn't. It's gonna not make any sense at times. On purpose. There was definitely a period of time where the person was sort of being braggy about what they're doing, and I would say that it's happening, and then they would actually do that very thing. So there was actually quite a bit of time where this person was actually just showing that they were in fact doing it, and so that went on for a while. Now it's sort of kind of almost opposite that, where they're trying to backpedal, and it's kind of obvious that people are paying attention, and it's like sort of obvious. It's so they're like kind of backpedaling, and you know, like the channels that are doxing me and my family and stuff type no sleep. You know, like they'll literally just spam no sleep as fast as they. So that's what they were doing. And that was this guy's original channel name, the No Sleep Wiblo that I told you about, and then his Steam account name also follows that same sort of thing. And so remember, this is who all of those accounts that were coming in here with the personal information attached to those accounts, that's the name that they were typing 1,000,000 times. That. So that, again, it's just him. He literally just is. And, you know, I've caught him, like, you know, in these weird impersonation videos and accounts. He'll have, like, conversations with himself in the comments. Like, it's just bullshit scam accounts, and he's like having conversations with himself and then liking it a bunch of times and stuff like that, and then trying to pretend like this, you know what I mean, like it's a scam account. He doesn't even barely have any subscribers, and he's getting thousands of views and comments and likes on the comments. No, all these things are what I should be getting. He's stealing it. It's a scam. He did the same thing before. The whole point was, before, he used his original account and then was just trying to repost my, like, you know, just like maliciously repost my content to make me look bad, and constantly doing it, and eventually the whole point was he knew something was going to happen, so he took it all off, And he went into hiding, and he called himself Grizzly. He went into hiding and called himself Grizzly. And then, just started doing this. And he made the other impersonation account and started attacking, and the whole point is that he's just a scammer. That's literally all he is. He's just a fucking scammer. And his name is Wibla on Steam. W-I-L-B-A. I'm sorry, W-I-B-L-A. Wibla. Is that what I said? W-I-B-L-A. Wibla. That is his Steam like thing, and then like I said, under that he was masquerading also as my dad's first, middle, and last name 2 different times. And that's again because I know that because again there's slightly different spelling, so it was two of them. Literally just sitting here, probably playing like Call of Duty or Tarkov or something like that, because he loves that fucking game. He loves Escape from Tarkov. And literally just sitting there, pretending to be somebody's first, middle, and last name, their real name, just as their gamer name in that game, of all games, too. You know, where there's other scammers and people fucking looking for that shit. Yeah, like, that game is known to be toxic. And I've seen him being toxic in it, too. What he was doing on his channel a while back was that he would kind of not be that... Like, he was okay, but he wasn't really that good at it. And what he would do is he would sit here and camp. He's a fucking camper. And he just sits and camps. And he was like blatantly like just camping on every map. Ever. Not playing the game, just fucking camping. Literally being a piece of shit. And then thinks he's the best player ever. He's like uploading this, like these clips of him getting these headshots and stuff like that. And he's camping. So, again, no actual skill, just, you know, going into the game, just sitting there and waiting for somebody to run by. That's a no-no in the FPS community. We don't do that. And we sure as heck don't camp spawn points. This is this guy. This is the... the point is, like... It was always scammy with him. There was never a single time where it wasn't something fucking weird. Except when I called it out. The couple of rare times I called it out when he was trying to be friendly and he was trying to gain information. And I called it out and he had to try to pretend to be a certain way. Except for that. Okay, so... Again, a lot of it is browser hacking, but I want to remind you that a lot of what a streamer does, you don't have to leave your browser open for this to happen, okay? It has nothing to do with it, okay? It's not because I'm leaving my browser open, okay? I assure you, this has nothing to do with it, okay? There's always a way. And that's what this person is doing. They're taking advantage of that oh, there's always a way. And the again, you know, a lot of what we do, it's just various browser windows and stuff like that, and lots of data. And somebody should never just be able to see that and be in there and manipulating it. It just shouldn't be the case. That's how many views they're counting on the stream. YouTube is counting 29 of these views. 29. That's it. So, this is my point. This is the fucking shit I've been talking about. It's been a pretty consistent viewership, supposedly. Yet, TrashTube is going to count 29 of those views. 29. In fact, it said 30 about a minute ago. 29. All this. 15. Look, there's half the view count right there. 15, 14, 12, 13, 12, 11, 9, 8, 7, 9. Like, all this. That's what the scammer is stealing. The scammer is stealing all of that from my channel. All of that. They're stealing it. All of it. Look at all this. All of this. They're stealing this. There's no way this is 29 views, TrashTube. Average view duration 20 minutes, but you know, not a single time that it's 0. Huh? Not even a single time that it's really dropped below single digits for a while. Actually, it's been up here for a while. And 20 minutes. No, bullshit. I think people are watching start to finish for some of these. Bullshit. 29 views. 29. So there's no question that YouTube is lying, and you guys see my bitrate shifting around massively all over the place conveniently as I put this on the screen. It's very obviously to screw around with this device. Very obviously. And that's what this view thing is. Like, literally they're doing this to get me to do this. That's what it always is. Okay? So, again, that should be counting. Why is my view count at 29, TrashTube? Why are you doing that to this stream? Why? Why is that happening? And then, you know, why is it that when we gain another view, the average view duration goes down? That doesn't even make any fucking sense. That means that the scammer is siphoning That's what that means. That view came in and that went down. That is opposite. That is opposite. That view came in and that went down. That is opposite. That view came in and that went down. Listen, the point is the bitrate shifts around and then the concurrence drop too. They're sitting here siphoning views. And then right when YouTube would count it, bam. This drops, and then YouTube's system goes, nope. And literally this fucker is just sitting here re-uploading my content, stealing thousands of views all the fucking time. Claiming to be me. Obviously the danger and the risk is that eventually he fools other people, steals other people's channels, and uses my identity to fool people. It's not okay. He's not a martial arts instructor. I am. He shouldn't be stealing my fucking content. This is incredibly irresponsible. Now, the scammer knows plenty of information about me and learned it. So the scammer knows. They already know this information. But obviously, the scammer would use anything a troll is going to say. This is why we have to shut down trolling. It is not because people can't have criticisms. This scammer is sitting here using every last little fucking negative thing as a pressure point, as a way to exist, to proceed forward with what they're doing. So, it is very important to remember that I've told you a million times, I'm the guy sitting here with the idiot t-shirt. Okay? That was the message. I don't care. That should be the message. Okay? It should be blatantly obvious when I wear that. And I'm willing to do that on stream. Okay? Alright? I don't care. It has nothing to do with me caring about what you have to say about my content. I can give a crap what you think. Okay? But, you know, this person wants to use that. They do. They want to use any little negative thing that they possibly can. You know, I already pointed out that the you know, kind of the point was that I didn't have any negativity on my channel whatsoever. It's a very positive channel until this guy showed up. Literally. That's it. I used to just stream, and, you know, we were starting to get to the point where I was probably going to do a schedule and start doing a regular thing. And, in fact, I was doing a schedule sometimes, and I'm sticking to it. You see this, right? Like, you see that, like, YouTube floods data? Like, there's no reason for that. And then like, it's, like, sort of, like, no fucking shit, you know? Like, it literally just causes a problem. Like, there is no reason for this message to be here. It is completely useless. It is a completely useless fucking message. What are you trying to see the recommended rate? Yep, it's what I have it set to. Yep, that's what it's gonna say. Which is what it always fucking says. So stop trying to fucking, just like this person always uses every goddamn negative comment you ever make. You make some dumbass comment to the friend sitting next to you about the bit rate or something like that. Did you make some dumbass comment like that? Yeah, I already told you that he's using various devices to just know exactly what anybody at any given time might be thinking. So you're gonna sit here and you're gonna fucking say random dumb fucking shit or something like that. Nope, it doesn't really matter. This person's gonna sit here and they're going to get help endlessly from the systems that sit here and fucking spy on you. It's literally manipulating AI, jailbreaking fucking ChatGPT to do all of this stupid shit. Because he's not really that talented. He's just using ChatGPT and jailbreaking it. Yeah, literally made endless mistake after endless fucking mistake. And all along the way, I pointed it out, and YouTube could have stopped him. Other people could have stopped him. They just watched and pointed and laughed. Just like YouTube's doing. So, again, YouTube pointing and laughing while they actually have policies for removing an online stalker, somebody that's maliciously pretending to be real people and typing their full first, middle, and last names as their Steam accounts and their YouTube accounts, and making mass quantities of these accounts, putting the person's real picture as the icon for purposes of spamming chat with sexually related things, addresses, things that scammers spam in chats. Yep. So, I have to call my lawyer. I should have done that already. And then I have to contact, a person that might hack him. Legally, but yeah, legally, obviously. Oh boy. I guess we'll see. I know he's hitting the laugh emoji as fast as he can. So, you know, that many people. That many. And I'm just, you know. There you go, guys. There's a stream key. Do you want the stream key? There you go. There it is. There's the backup server URL, too. You can just have that. There you go. That's YouTube's fault, not mine. There it is. There you go. It's right there for you. They want it leaked. It's not my problem. They put it there. Yep, I will show this screen as much as I fucking want to, because they're the ones scamming it. They put it there. So there you go. There's the backup server right there. There you go. There you go. There you go. They put it there. I already fucking told you that they did that for a reason. You know, they changed that. I already pointed that out. They changed that. Like, this entire dumbass fucking thing was smaller and up and to the left, and all of this was down here, except all of this was on this screen up here, and you could just see all of it all at the same time. So YouTube scammed this, so that way you would, once again, just give what you need to the scammer. This is yet again another example of them, you know, intentionally doing this for you to give what you need, what the scammer needs to them. Like, literally just everything they need right there. You know, there's a lot of stuff that they would have to do what they're doing, and if you just do that and give them that, well, they don't have to. There's a lot of stuff they don't got to do. So, I think it's interesting. Didn't we see a few views come off already? Like, just actively removing live views. They're just actively removing live views. And again, it doesn't even look like excessive view count, right? Like, it's not like it's excessive this time. This doesn't, you know, it's literally just not accurate at all. Just doesn't appear to be accurate. Just whatever the fuck numbers we feel like throwing at this stream, making some shit up so that people don't listen to what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally all this is. Just we'll just make sure the concurrents say a certain number so that people think, you know, there's people in here and stuff like that, and they can't, like, come in a bunch of times. But, you know, we'll just fucking scam this number. I mean, it's literally that simple. Because, you know, the whole point is, I pointed out to the scammer that if the numbers are low, it's really easy to document and figure out. So they're sitting here and just... Yeah. And, trust me, all these times where he's just rigging my streams to just be nothing. Oh yeah, it's real easy to document and see what's happening there. Very easy, because again, you can very clearly see your view is or isn't being counted. It's kind of obvious. It's sort of like when the whole stream during the after hours, there's nobody watching. Just nobody. Convincing that nobody's watching. But yet, the very moment that I go to document this, right, you know, like again, 8 hours So apparently nobody's 8 hours. Nobody's watching. But the very second that I open OBS, put it on the screen, and hit record and start showing, oh, now all of a sudden there's 3 people in the stream. Instantly. Now there's consistently, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 3. Conveniently now that I've pulled out OBS, how many conveniences are going to be proof? How many times are we just going to call this a pattern? How many? How many times to call it a pattern? How many? 3? 4? Yep. No, we're well past that. Obviously. Every stream. Every one. Every stream. Stealing my martial arts content. Now, that's not even a thing that's like a song where I'm covering it. That's my hard work. That's something I put together. You can't even say that's somebody. It's literally all mine. And YouTube's allowing the theft. No, I deserve views at least. Definitely compensation, but views, yeah. Now trust me, people are watching that. Alright, I gotta go call my lawyer. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks. Appreciate it.